the middle of the screen and stuff. So, whoa, how do you like that? I think the majority of people they don't watch; they just listen anyway. So, and it doesn't really show up on the shorts because it cuts us off in the middle of the screen and stuff. So, whoa, how do you like that?
I don't know. Is that a sound that it would have made?
I don't know, Pablo. What's your Indian name again?
What are you talking about?
Your Indian name.
I don't have.
Because you're wearing this like Indian headdress.
This is not an Indian headdress.
I feel like we're about to
If
jump up
anything,
and
it feels
dance
like
around the table.
Italian or Greek.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't look to Maria.
Okay. All right.
You shaved
Twice. Yes.
twice.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the reason why. Okay. At risk of being, what do we call it? What's that called? First world problems.
Okay.
Our cleaners come on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
And so I am notorious for shaving after the cleaners come, like Thursday. And then 2 weeks, I deal with little teeny hair pieces.
Yeah, we only have cleaners once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks. So I'm sitting there going, I gotta shave, I gotta clean it, I gotta. And so I did it this morning.
So they could clean.
So they could
Not
clean.
that you like leave a disgusting mess, but it's hard to clean up.
No,
after
but
you shave.
it's just like I always do it. And then
You don't, just so everyone's
it's
aware,
water.
he doesn't shave and like leave everything in the sink.
Yeah, of course
He's
not.
not a pig.
No, but I'm like shaving, it's trimming.
Yeah.
It's water. It's shaving cream splotches.
Yeah, it's all of the
splashes on the glass. So it's no matter how good I do, I can never do as good of a job as them.
No, I agree.
They're professionals.
I'm glad they're professionals. We trust them in their craft.
You know what? I'm going to say something really, really gross, but like I don't know if you know this, but I actually wipe down the toilets before they come to. I do.
Well, first of all, I'm like in shock right now. I was actually going to
Like it should be their job, but I wipe
it is
down.
their job. They do clean the toilets. Don't
I know,
worry.
but I do like a quick wipe down.
I have comments, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
Okay.
Only someone who would be a participant in an experience that would feel justifies a wipe down.
Look, I'm not saying who has experiences. I'm just saying that I don't want those experiences to translate to nightmares for the cleaning crew.
Jeez. Anyway, what I was going to say is I think it's very common that people clean for the cleaners. It's like your cleaners are coming and you're like, oh, I got to get ready for the cleaners.
Look, I'm going to go one step more disgusting. See, you never lift the seat.
What? Stop. Why are you still talking about the seat?
Whereas
I moved on
I
from the
lift the seat
conversation.
so I can see the chaos.
And you also cause it.
Okay. Anyways, thank you, cleaners, for everything you do.
Yes, we love you dearly.
That's going to make that's a 100,000 view short right there.
I'm talking about the seat, the wipe down of the seat before the
wipe down.
cleaners
The
come.
the pre-wipe.
Yeah, it just save face.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. It's like you shave. I mean, we literally. It's like we take out the garbage. We don't want them to think we've gone 2 weeks without
Taking the
emptying our
garbage.
garbage
Exactly.
cans.
Well, you sit there and you're like, this is really
Everything's
full.
like piling
And
over.
then, but here's the thing about that. Okay,
I'm joking.
No, I'm not joking because, like, a lot of times the garbage will be full, and we're like, oh, the cleaners are going to be here, and I'm like, well, it'd be nice if it was empty. The problem is they're going to take it out
Anyway.
if there's 1 inch of garbage
know.
or if it's full.
But also,
that's a
garbage
bag.
day is Tuesday, and they come on Wednesdays. So it's like this whole thing where the garbage has to be taken out right.
It had to have been at least taken out Monday night.
Except you didn't.
That's not true. I always
This week
right.
you did not.
You're right. I probably didn't.
But yeah, there was only one time this year, which it's only been a few months, but we missed the garbage truck. And by we, I mean you, because I can.
How is it my responsibility?
Well, I can start to put it on my list of responsibilities, but thus far the expectation is that it's yours because you've just magically done it.
And hence is the word. I have magically done it.
I've
You're
done it.
spoiled.
If you're out of town,
and so
I do
you
it
just
too.
assume that it's being done.
And things are you opened the closet the other day and I was like, isn't it magical? All the towels you leave everywhere that are dirty.
First of all, I don't leave them everywhere. There's literally a specialized towel bin.
Here's a special
Where they
towel
go.
basket.
Okay. And then if it's on the weekend, I don't mind throwing them in there.
We are
Towels is the easiest laundry to do.
Well, it wasn't before with the old dryer. You had to hit that dryer button at
That's
least
true.
20 times.
Yeah. We got a new dryer.
Anyway, we're very off topic. And one more off topic. We almost didn't even have a podcast today.
Correct. Yeah. Well, okay, literally in full
was
transparency, it was Matt's fault. 100% Matt's fault. And so literally, I'm like, I wanted to meet with one of our clients. He arranged for
Normally
the
we're
lunch.
like, oh, one of our employees. You're like, Matt. It was Matt.
It was Matt. Matt is guilty. No, for real. Like, he literally scheduled us a lunch meeting and then didn't send an invite. So I die by that. Like, I'm going to magically remember something.
Yeah.
No, not happening.
Well, in the calendar, if it's not blocked off, then that means it's not blocked
Which
off
I
for
moved something
anybody
else into lunch.
Yeah.
And he comes to me, he's like, hey, are we still going to lunch? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well,
It's on my
okay.
calendar.
Did he say so he knew it was happening?
He didn't put it on his calendar.
Okay, so the guy called him. So we looked really bad in front of everybody. Yeah, that's bad. That's
and so
bad,
Matt came here and he's like, hey, are we going to go to lunch? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, I go, there's nothing on my calendar. He's like, yeah, I didn't put it on the calendar. I'm like, and then I dropped everything. I literally got off the call with Tara.
Yeah, I know. I was pissed.
Yelled at you like, hey,
I was on a very important call. I'm literally sitting there with the entire sales team and Jesse.
Oh, and did they hear me?
I don't know. I had to mute myself to be like, dude, I'm on a call. And I have no idea what you said.
Okay. Yeah.
Your car's here. You're MIA. I don't know where you are.
But you know what? We share each other's
texted and
location.
called you.
Like my husband is gagged and bound and stolen and is
At
food and beer.
Exactly.
And I would never go to food and
Well,
beer.
by the way,
so
I thought I
was
heard-
kidnapped.
Well, I thought I heard you on your way out being like, podcast delayed, BC Sales. And I was like, oh, okay. He went down the street to BC Sales and he's filming or doing something. And I don't know why. I thought Robin was with you. Well, when I walked in the other room and Robin was here, I was like, where the fuck is Chris? And they were like, Megan was like, I don't know. Matt ran in, said something. They both went running. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I looked up your location and you're in like food and beer.
I know.
In the middle of nowhere. I was like,
Not in the middle of nowhere, at a shopping center.
Yeah. Anyway, so we rescheduled and Maria very nicely moved her schedule around too. You know, other people depend on these things.
Oh.
Matt.
Thanks, Matt. We'll blame Matt. Thanks, Matt. What's funny is that when Matt usually shows up in the middle of the day, because he's at our other office
I
down the
think
street.
Matt actually does
he has
listen to our
checks.
podcast, by the way.
That's awesome.
Hi,
I mean-
Matt. We love you.
First of all, everyone knows that if we don't give them a hard time, then we probably don't like them.
Well, yeah, if we weren't joking, then we're actually
We don't talk
couldn't
about
have
you
this
because the conversations we do
at home.
have about you are at home. So you need to be wary. If we're not poking the bear, if we're not poking fun, then you need to be
No,
worried.
100%. Yeah.
What's funny is that typically when Matt shows up in the middle of the day like that, he's got checks. And so literally he walked around and go, oh, you got a check? He's like, no, we're supposed to be at lunch. And I'm like, what?
Like no money and you're fucking up my whole day. Oh, that's
Speaking of
good.
which, like he does get the mail down there at the other building. And then I always stop and check the mail. And we had 4 checks in the mail. It's like the most checks we've had in the mail. And I felt so good because there's like, you know what's great about physical checks? Like when you get ACH, you get an email like, oh, you get this money and there's no surprise. But when you have checks and you're holding the paper, you're like, I wonder how much is in here, right?
I would rather have the ACH.
Well, yeah, because
I can just be like,
show
"Boop,
up
money."
instantly. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
I don't
it
need
was
the
exciting.
surprise. The surprise is when my page loads.
But you know what?
and
I
shows
say
me.
it's a good surprise when it ends up being a net positive. Like you're like, wow, I got all this. And then, but when it's like, well, you know, in our Dustin brand, unfortunately, we get smaller checks, and we only sold one product, so all of our checks were $36. And I celebrate the $36. Don't get me wrong, but every check's $36. But now we have multiple product lines, so sometimes the check's $100, $96, $112. Like I'm like, yes.
I know these are little checks, but they go a long way.
They do.
It's funny because you sit there and think about just a ton of companies, the services and products like that you buy online. I mean, most consumers are buying things. Sure, like
$35.
right, appliances are huge, like they're astronomical.
Yeah, but you're only making that purchase like once every couple of years.
Exactly. So it's like if you sit there, even you know, in the real estate industry, a home inspection, you know, that's a big deal because you're purchasing a home, $500. Like it's not huge, you
Not
know?
huge, but it's big. But you're not getting that from the same person over and over, which
That's what I'm saying.
By the way, like, we kicked off homeinspections.com last week. I'm super pumped. We got our first 2 inspectors on the
I know.
platform.
Well, we had the first one on our last podcast, was what we announced, and we got another
one the next morning. He signed up. So
that's very exciting.
We're literally in our 3rd week. So if we can get 2 people per week, for the next month,
then we're golden.
And the next thing is to then drive inspections to the platform. So that's what we're working on now.
That's necessary.
That's kind of necessary. Otherwise, they won't pay us again.
Right.
So that's the
that'll
goal.
be good.
Yeah.
But this past weekend was Valentine's Day, which for most people in this world is probably just some sort of stupid Hallmark holiday. But we
not for me.
No, not for us.
So, my goal in life, and one person, they messaged in the thread, and they were like, they messaged their significant other, like, you need to step up your game, that type of thing. Because I try to go all out.
Well, for the record, okay, I came from a past, I have no problem with saying it, with someone who very much so believed Valentine's Day was just a stupid Hallmark holiday and that you could celebrate anytime, but it was just like always ignored. Not even a chocolate, not even a card, just like, I am boycotting the Hallmark world of funding and I am not going to support it. And I was like, that's fine. I mean, didn't bother me because literally I'm very thankful for the life that I've lived. But at the same time, it's like, what? I'm serious. I'm not going to sit here and complain that I didn't get a card or chocolate. Like there's,
Well, I mean, yeah.
But in an effort to differentiate our life, we always were like, maybe birthdays aren't as big of a deal or maybe whatever, but we've always been like, you know what, we're just going to go all out for Valentine's Day. Like it's become something special for us, which has literally zero to do with the Hallmark holiday. And we do not fight for reservations at like nice restaurants downtown or anything like that.
No.
But what you did is you always did something super thoughtful to create like a game or an experience.
I do a game. I have done a game.
Well, an experience. So like we did the Amazing Race
That's
one year. Yeah, I guess it's a game.
Everything's been a game.
Well, I had a custom song written for you one year. Yeah. And so we do different things. And this year, Abigail really went all out for you.
Yeah, she was tearing apart little bags and...
No, I meant with the arts and crafts she made you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
So memorable.
They're still up. No, they're still up in the house because I actually love them. And it's it's so nice having these things that an adult drew to look like a 1-year-old. It's just amazing.
I didn't draw them. I cut them.
Oh, cut them out. Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
It's the first time I've purchased construction
paper.
paper.
What's so funny is that I thought you were
elementary school.
So crafty. Like, I was like, I didn't know you had this in you.
They're not bad.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of you.
But so this year we did you created this Valentine's Day game.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, I recreated Deal or No Deal with little suitcases.
That was amazing.
And it went just like the Deal or No Deal, and she had a pick suitcase, and then we opened them up, and it revealed it, and she could change out whatever it was, and she ended up winning. And so to make the story go all the way back, we had a Greece trip planned in 2019, right before COVID. We could not take that trip. That was 7 years ago now. Wow, can you believe that? No. And so I was like, I want to go back. I want to go to Greece.
The reason we couldn't take the trip, one, was because...
face masks.
Yeah. Well, and we weren't able to leave the country, so then we were going to delay it. But even after the country opened back up to tourists, they were like all wearing masks. And we were like, my gosh, if we're
not going to spend this kind of money and wear masks. So,
we wanted to enjoy our vacation.
Yeah. So I started making Greece like the grand prize. And so you won a bowl of pho 2 years ago.
Yeah. I did not win Greece. Yeah, from Focali.
Last year, I did a memory card game that was centered around our life.
Well, and also we had just had Abigail. So it was like, it was 2 weeks prior, wasn't planned, crazy town. So he like not threw something together. It was very thoughtful. He literally burned memory cards into wood. Like his idea of throwing something together is still 1,000 times more than what other people would do.
And so this year, I decided to create, every year that I've done a game, I've kind of modeled it after something that existed. And so this time I was like, I'm just going to make up my own game. So I did 100 bags, and then we had 50 of the bags had hugs, 30 bags had kisses in it.
A couple weekends
10
away.
weekends away.
There was
blah, blah, blah.
like one night
and
stays
one
in
bag
hotel.
Had the Greece trip in it.
Yeah.
And so,
and
then I put together like a bunch of hints and clues and like involved some of her friends and brought those in. And so all combined, the chance of winning Greece was 4%.
Well, hold on. Let's give a little bit of context here, because once you created everything, you had a master list of all of the bags,
Yes.
and you had physically put the information in the bags. You then sent this information to AI because you were this is the first time you've ever involved technology to this
Yes.
extent in the game.
Yeah.
And it's the first time you've also ever involved anyone in my life, anyone outside of the two of us to help.
Right.
Like,
I wanted to make it more interactive because
there's been like in Deal or No Deal, I think I could phone a friend or something, or maybe no, it wasn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, it was
I
Deal
could
or
call
No
the
Deal.
banker,
But it's because you called me the banker,
Right.
Yeah. But so what happened is that because technology exists, I was like, I can really do some great things. So I created this entire game.
It was like a
and
web
rules.
of
and then I
rules
used AI to keep track of everything so that I could facilitate the game. And so 10 of your friends all had 5 clues.
11 people.
11.
So 11 people were given 5 numbers that were directly associated to that number bag. And those people were told an item that was inside of it. However, based on what they were told, it was like only one of these is accurate. Only 2 of these is accurate. Only 3 of these is accurate. We wouldn't know. So I had to call all
Right.
these people, not only get their 5 numbers and what they were told was inside the bags. They didn't know which ones were accurate or
They didn't
not
know
accurate.
what was accurate and not
They
accurate.
just had the information to provide me. And then throughout the day, as I continued to open the bags, I would start to figure out by process of elimination, as I opened the bags that I got rid
Right.
of, like, okay, which ones were actually what they said they were, which ones aren't. And then I'd look at those
Right.
groupings of 5 and be able to say, okay, well, I figured out 4 or 3 of the 5. So now I know these were the 2 true statements, or I know this was the 1 true statement.
Right. So there was a 4% chance of you winning Greece. If you used and leveraged the clues, you would increase that to a 12% chance. But there was one clue that was given as an emergency alert that if you leveraged and chose correctly, it increased the odds to 31%.
And the person who held that clue was out bar hopping all day and did not provide me with the information.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No, the clue was the 50-50 clue from the ants, from your mom. That was the clue. That clue,
Well, one of them said it was divisible by 4, but either way,
well, that one too probably would have made it 50%. Anyway, the odds, I never did like the odd. I did the odds afterwards because at the end of the day,
long story short,
she won.
I won Greece.
She won Greece. And so I'm like blown away because I'm not ready to pay for Greece. And we can't go to Greece right now because we have a
We have a baby. But also, I'm looking at him like, excuse me, why was Greece an option? Because by the way, part of this whole Valentine's Day thing is now all of our friends and family
Are like, when are we going to Greece?
they know that we do this
And they want to
Valentine's.
come to Greece with us.
They know that we do this Valentine's Day game. And so every year they're waiting and watching to see what he does for me. So like he's really set expectations high for himself because now
Like,
the
I
rest of
can't-
the world
I
is
can't
like,
not have Greece as
they're
the-
like, what
the
did you
piece.
do?
But now we won Greece, so
well,
we can't.
so everyone's watching on social media as I play this game throughout the day. And I am not someone who's
It's like
always
a 6-hour game.
I do not always post to social media. And I made this comment to you, like being an influencer has got to be the most exhausting, mentally unstable thing. Like I just can't even imagine. You know, we're like going around, people are messaging me, I need an update. Where are you at with the next, and it's super fun for a day. And then
It's
I might
just
cut
for
it
a
off.
day.
But I won Greece, right? And what we're laughing at too is all those silent stalkers, and they're not stalkers; they're just perusing social media,
Right.
But
So like,
which
they're
is no different than what
they're
we
not
do.
liking or commenting, so you don't know that they know.
You don't know they've seen
and then
that.
you like bump into them out of the blue, like, oh, so you're going to Greece, and you're like, how did you know that?
No, literally.
because you're like a silent.
So now
stalker.
I'm sitting here going to him, okay, the world thinks we're going to Greece. It certainly ain't happening
I think we should
anytime
just
soon.
AI Photoshop.
And so
ourselves
he's
in
like,
Greece.
well, I'll AI us in Greece. I'm like, okay, well, I'd actually really like to go. And part of me is like, excuse me, can I please exchange for a weekend trip away? And you can actually plan that in the next 2 months? Like, that'd be ideal.
Seriously, we probably should do an exchange.
I think we need to officially promote the exchange online so the world stops asking me about
Just
going to
say-
Greece.
Just be like, hey, this is what's happening in our life. We're doing an exchange.
No, seriously. But so it was a good week. So here's the other thing though that we discovered, seriously, is that the while the odds were good that I was going to win, I had to pay attention to the facts and the information that was given to me. And it was probably the most complex game I've played in a very long time. And it was just long.
Oh gosh,
it was mentally exhausting. My brain has worked on a Saturday, and I can't tell you how long.
Could you imagine what it's like for these people on these game shows where they're literally living the game for 30 days?
And you would just
it's got to be exhausting.
So stressful, because that was part of it. If you think about Survivor or Big Brother, you're talking to these people, you don't know if they're telling you the truth or not, and you literally get frustrated. You're like, I don't have information. I can't guarantee this is right. I'm pissed off. I want to be able to check my work like you would in a math problem. Am I boring you? You keep yawning.
No, it's
the food
lunch.
and beer.
Yeah, it's the food and beer.
What'd you have?
I had a rice bowl.
Okay.
And a Patron and tonic.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it
is. It's not the rice bowl, that's for sure. God.
And I'm the only one that had a drink at lunch, so but I'm like, it's okay.
You take the edge
But here's
off.
the thing: is that Matt was driving. So he was my designated driver.
Well, there you go. And you've got a few. You nap it off before you come home.
Seriously,
you're on baby duty tonight.
I know.
That's why you have the drink.
Well, it's like I thought I wasn't really planning it because I don't want to be eating, and then I thought, gosh, I got nothing to eat. We ate all the good soup last night, so I
made beef stew. Oh my God, that was the other thing about Saturday on Valentine's Day. I had all the groceries. I was going to make this beef stew, so we had all this stuff. I mean, we played this game all day long. That beef stew was done at 11:30 p.m. Literally. Stop trying to. I mean, my God. Trying to not yawn. But what I was going to say is he used AI.
Beef stew.
He used AI for the game. And what we found is that even though we provided it all of the facts and data, there were discrepancies. There would be times where I would open a bag and it was supposed to say one thing based on all the facts and the information that was accurate, and it didn't. And then once it was hey, there's a mistake here, and you tried to explain to it hey, there's
you made a mistake.
AI, you made a mistake. You need to fix it. It got so discombobulated.
Oh,
it
got
was
so
wow.
I literally had to kind of reset the game, and I said, all right, let's start back from the original master sheet. Here's the facts. Let's review the facts, to get it back on course.
So that's the other reason why I'm is this even the correct information?
Right. And so I could technically be there was a technical glitch where if you read the rules and regulations of any game, it's hey, if we make a mistake, you're not the winner.
Or you're going to start again and it doesn't count, and sorry for your luck and whatever.
Yeah, sorry that you won, but the game basically broke.
The game broke. So it was fun. It was a long day. It was super thoughtful, but literally AI cannot be trusted.
No,
I think people know that, but I think they prompt it, and I think you assume, even if you're giving numerical data, that it's going to be accurate.
Yeah, they can't keep it from getting hallucinations. It's definitely gotten better, but one of the things that they've done is that instead of just having access to information, if you think about it, it's got access to all this information, and it's how does it get the answer so quickly? And so now what we're doing is we're chunking the data and parsing it in just smaller beats and saying, and basically every conversation actually starts from scratch, and then you pass the conversation that you're having with it at the time, and so that keeps it just looking at that conversation, and it does seem to help overall, but. Ugh.
Anyway, so then we were both frustrated, but it all ended up being fun.
Yeah, I got a little frustrated.
Yeah, he's pissed off that AI
when you spend
was
so
wrong.
much time and energy putting something together, and then then it's in one side it's
sure.
burning. You're still having fun, but it's it's on fire.
Yes, but also
we took some breaks throughout the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's this bakery and coffee shop down the street that I like, but I haven't even ventured out there too often. You've got to stop. You have to stop. He keeps yawning.
I think I need some water.
What's that going to do for you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at your water.
Get off my water. So there was this bakery, and for Valentine's Day, they were doing these special strawberry donuts. And we came that one day, but way later than I wanted to on Saturday because I got distracted with this game. And so on Sunday morning, I made
the donuts were all gone.
They
Saturday.
were, but they were making them fresh Saturday
she
and
made
Sunday.
Me get up Sunday morning. At 8 o'clock
so at 8 o'clock when they opened, he was standing outside the door because I was like, I need these donuts, and they were
Amazing.
I'm not kidding you. The best donut I think I've ever had in my life. And
because they were so fresh.
I am not a donut girl. Like they make me feel kind of icky. They're like super sweet and sugary and I don't like that.
It's a mixture of everything. It's sweet, sugary, bread.
Yeah. But it was the best thing ever. It really was.
Yeah.
So props to Project Coffee. It was so good. Oh, we were talking about AI and you showed me last night the dancing robots in China.
Yeah, I mean, if you are not convinced that the world's coming to an end and that robots,
I don't think it's coming to an end, but that was terrifying because any one of those robots could have used its metal hands and ripped my head off my body with no
without
emotion.
a doubt.
And
yeah, I mean, these things are like literally
they were
sword fighting,
choreographed kung fu
in perfect
fighting.
motion.
It was insane.
They're literally doing flips in the air and landing perfectly. And if you don't watch that and go, holy shit.
No, it's out of a movie. Like it looks like it's out of a movie. Like it's not real life, but it's real.
It's real.
And what's crazy is I sat there last night watching it and I was like, okay, super scary. I was like, but also like you could look at it and be like, cool, but I'm like scary.
I don't look at that stuff anymore and go, that's really cool. I'm impressed by the technology.
Yeah.
But all I do these days
I'm
is
like,
worry.
okay, I'm like rusted screws, like, like things just like cars, like they get old, right? But like not for a while.
No, not for a while.
And there's a lot of things that are manufactured these days intentionally to give out. So you have to buy a new one.
Well, that's why I do think that robots and franchises will go really far because the reality is that, and I was explaining this on actually at dinner the other night with one of our clients. I was like, I see that robots working in franchises, and you can't just have one robot that goes out and cleans the pool and gets chlorine on it and mows the lawn and it's getting grass and dirt in it. Like you have to clean said robot and maintenance it. So I really see.
Well, I'm sure there's a robot that cleans its friends.
I don't know.
A robot
not
cleaner.
yet. Maybe it's a robot cleaner. But the idea is that you still have the lawn robot that comes and shows up, but it's being maintained by a lawn company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like they maintain, like you can own a mower. Right? But you're not probably maintaining that mower and you got to store that mower and it looks like shit. It looks like nothing. And you're not going to invite that mower into your bedroom. What? To like clean and do laundry and fold clothes and turn down the sheets.
It just sounded funny. You're not going to invite that mower into your bedroom. We don't know what people are into. I was actually, before you made that comment, going to laugh and say, my dad took good care of his mower. He taped its wheels and he really tried to maintenance his mower, but he also did not invite that mower into his bedroom.
He did not invite that mower into his bedroom.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
So this week is very busy for us. You already mentioned you were at a client dinner on Monday night.
Yeah.
And then I had Pilates and have a friend in town last night, went and said hi. And then
You have cookbook book club tonight.
tonight's cookbook book club, which you need to get home so I can cook what I need to cook for cookbook book club and then go.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
And then tomorrow night we're having our first cocktails event.
For Kaloop. So Kaloop is our property
we have 45
management.
people confirmed to come.
That's great.
Wow. That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Don't have Patron and tonic. Apparently you can't handle it.
Seriously. Like I got to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
she might have made that a double.
Friday night, now that you're thinking about
Well,
it.
you always say this a lot of times. It's like I always say tall and then people just do a double.
Yeah, if you didn't say single tall, then you definitely got a double.
I didn't. I said a Patron tonic tall.
Yeah.
So they gave me a double. It just sounds so weird when you say
And
single
that's
double.
the end of
or no,
our-
single tall.
Yeah, don't say single double.
You know what? That's why this has been happening to me.
Oh my God.
I've never been saying single. Because remember we were at that other place.
When I'm
and
with you, I order for you because you're incapable of ordering
single
your
tall.
drink.
Dang. That makes so much sense to me now. Seriously, I'm not even joking because I'm like, wow, that drink's hit me really hard. I guess because I don't drink that often. But these drinks
Certainly
have been,
not before podcasts.
But these drinks have been hitting me extra hard lately. And it's
These
because I just been
drinks.
ordering doubles, basically.
Well, what I was going to say too is that then Friday night, I don't know if we have anything, but Saturday.
No, I have another home inspections
meeting. Yeah. And then Saturday, this is like your week to like go live your life because Saturday is our friend's birthday at Ocean Prime.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean, oh, nice?
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't believe you're not going. I'm gonna be so bummed.
Are you okay right now?
Yeah. I just thought about the fact that I would go to such an awesome place without you, you know?
No, so he's going because all of the people that would watch our child are out of town for the weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be on baby duty.
Pepper's there.
We did say Pepper's a pretty good babysitter.
Yeah.
Our dog. It's a joke, people. Huge joke.
I mean, Ocean Prime's only like, what, less than a mile away from our house?
Yeah.
We can make it back in time.
But it's definitely, we're rolling into tax season. I feel like I'm carrying this podcast on my back and like you as well and hiking up a hill.
Really? I don't think so. I feel like I'm just a huge participant in going into it. You just have a lot to share today.
Okay.
Just keep going.
I asked you to
love
add
it.
notes to the list. You added nothing.
But everything on there was like my life, and then and then you sprinkled a little
wasn't.
bit in there. I mean, you threw AI and dancing robots on there. That's like quintessential me.
Well, would you have put it on the list?
Absolutely. Come on, dancing robots.
I think you would have
I
forgot.
would've. You know, I would have.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it is coming into tax season here. And so
And you
I
did
think
your taxes,
I did, which is
and you
nice.
got money back.
Yeah, I did.
We are not going to pay taxes for our company for like years, according to our accountant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we've taken, not losses, but it's just like we made a lot of investments, and because we bought a business, we get depreciations and some other things, and so we're just not going to pay taxes.
Well, we're not obliged to. It's not that we're not going to.
Oh no, we're not going to pay.
What are you talking about?
Like they're not going to be due, so they can't pay them.
Exactly. They're not due. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we're not going to pay
You're being
taxes.
so crazy.
Yeah.
But we also our insurance company gave us like a random refund, which was
Oh my
nice.
gosh. Did you check? Did you get anything for insurance refund? No. So
Well, this was our car insurance company.
yep.
Yeah.
So there's 2 other people in our office who got refunds too.
Really?
Yeah,
For
it's
car
like a
insurance?
statewide thing. Yep.
Oh,
Like the Florida.
It was just progressive.
progressive.
Was it
yeah.
just
Did you
Progressive?
hear about this?
Yeah, but I had progressive until December. And
Oh.
I had Geico.
But they might send you a check
Maybe they do.
because it's from last year, right?
Yeah, it could have been. I have no idea.
Anyway, what they're all discussing is that progressive car insurance, something happened in the state of Florida,
Where they
and multiple
had to do a
people
refund.
have received refunds. Like
We got a huge refund.
they mischarged or something throughout the year.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty
We
big
got
refund
40% of our
total.
not our annual, but our 6-month payment
Back.
was back.
Yeah.
So if we looked at it from an annual perspective, probably something like 20% back.
Yeah. Which
know?
is great. It was unexpected. So we were able to
And we spent it within 5 hours.
well, we were already planning on going to Seattle for Christmas to see my sister and
I moved it over to the vacation fund.
And I booked flights just like
she-
that. Boom, the money
And,
was
and
gone.
it's funny because you always say this to me, and I pointed out, I was like, you always say like when, things get whatever, like magical money just drops in your lap. And we were literally talking about booking these flights. And then this money hit our account. And I was like, I'm just going to transfer it over to vacation. It's money that came out of our accounts.
Yeah, I say like when we least expect it and things are super tight and he always says that I don't always get what I want, but I tend to get what I need in
Yeah, my needs are covered.
the specific time of need. And not that we need
we
flight to
need
Seattle.
a flight to Seattle.
Yeah, but
Well, we're going for Christmas.
yeah, but we are
be
going
fun.
for Christmas to spend time with family.
And
My
everyone
sister,
knows this. The further out you buy these tickets, the cheaper they are. So we scooped up 3 tickets for $1,500.
yeah, which is
that's great.
round trip. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, it was nice to get it off our plate. And good to have something to look forward to, even though it's 10 months down the line. I emailed the Airbnb. You're driving me nuts today. On
Can
this
you tell?
Yes.
I'm fighting it hard too.
Oh my God. You're yawning. Literally, get it together.
Get it together, man.
No, failed to show up for the podcast, was out drinking.
Showed up drunk.
No, literally. No, you
Seriously.
didn't. For anyone watching, he's not drunk, but he's definitely dragging ass. But
Thank you.
it's true.
No, I'm not dragging. If there's anything that's going on, it's not dragging. I'm not being drunk.
But I don't even know what I was saying. You got me all distracted.
Well, here's the thing. February, we were talking about the trip to Seattle and flights and.
Oh, I was laughing saying that I
looking for
emailed the Airbnb and which isn't until December. And I was like, can we get early check-in? Because now I know what time our flight's getting in. And they were like, we can.
We could talk about that when we get within 6 months of your stay.
They
not
said
10.
we can let you know the day before you arrive. So if you'd like to email us sooner to your date. I was like, oh, you mean in 10 and a half months? Sure.
Yeah, we're proactive.
Yeah, I know. A little too proactive sometimes. But
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, February.
You know what I was thinking? You know, this came up, and then I thought to myself, we were talking about like, hey, are we going to be able to go to my brother's house? And we got to book flights.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, like,
place in North
why
Carolina.
didn't we book flights to there since we have so much more time to book?
Well, because we were going to see them 2 weeks later for 4th of July.
For 4th
I
of
thought we
July.
decided against it.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll work it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What?
February's flying by. In 28 days in February, did you know? Here's an interesting fact for you. This year, 28 days, the month of February goes from Sunday to Saturday for every week.
Wait,
and it
what?
will not happen again until the year 2073.
Every week this month goes from a Sunday to a Saturday.
Yep.
So it's February started on February 1st with a Sunday.
Yep.
Okay.
And so it's what they call the perfect month, and it will not happen again until
And is there any other
2073.
month that does it?
No, because no other month has 28 days.
2073. That's not that long.
That's 50 years from now.
Doesn't feel that long for another perfect month. Like that can't happen often. Once every 50 years.
You're only going to see one of those in your lifetime.
Oh, I'll be alive
Some
in 50
people-
years. 100% I will. What's so funny?
Well, the way you said that just made it sound like it's like, well, I will. Like,
But I will.
right. But the way you said it was kind of like, but you won't.
No, I hope you are. I hope you are. We'll put it on our calendar to celebrate the perfect month that we made it to.
Can we?
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty funny. Be like, but we wouldn't have phones then. We'll just be talking to like the air. Be like, Alexa.
Oh, Alexa's voice.
The air will be talking to us. Be like, hey, it's
Has
the perfect
anyone
month.
heard Alexa's new voice?
Oh, I don't like it.
It's driving me insane.
It sounds like a teenager.
It does, and I'm like, turn it off,
It
turn
sounds
it
like
back.
it sounds like an uneducated.
Don't
teenager.
say that.
No, it's just kind of like it's like a ditzy uneducated teenager. Like, hey, okay, I guess I'll play that song for you now.
Yeah, no, it drives me nuts. I like old Alexa. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why. Did they lose the rights to her voice?
No, I think they just wanted to change it up a little bit.
Well, it's annoying.
Okay,
Terribly annoying.
I agree.
Kind of like,
Me yawning.
yeah,
I haven't yawned in the last 5 minutes, so cut me some slack here.
no. I think that's everything.
Holy
We're
cow.
just
Yeah.
waiting for the upswing in business. We're getting through these slow winter months, and
Yeah, I think a lot of people like you're always asking yourself when things are slow or things are. Well, you probably never ask yourself when things are good, right? You don't sit there and go, "Wow, things are really good. I wonder if everyone else is good." You're thinking, "Man, I must be getting everyone's business. Like I'm doing really good, or I'm kicking ass and taking names, right?" But when things are bad, like when things are slow, you're like asking around, like, "Am I the only one slow? Is my marketing bad? Is that?" And the different sides of the business, there does seem to be a generalized slowdown that's taking place. And
well, what did you say on employment? You just made a comment the other day when we were walking to that bakery about the number of.
January was the highest month of unemployment since 2008.
Yeah,
Over 100,000 jobs,
which is crazy.
110,000 jobs or something. And so, I think I do believe, and I've said this before, is I think we're going to hit 10% plus unemployment this year. And I think a huge portion of that, we're going to see a huge hike when everyone graduates college. And when everyone graduates college in May and they're going to find those first time jobs
That don't exist.
that just don't exist because AI can easily take the entry level jobs. So the jobs that people used to take where they would do grunt work and research and call and do these things, literally just won't be there because the small company that would have hired them has, for $50 a month, hired someone. And so they're saving $5,000 a month to hire someone and paying some, assistant.
Well, and I will
$100
tell
a
you,
month.
it's crazy because I could sit here and go, and we were just talking about like the accuracy of AI and how it got like a little messed up and blah, blah, blah. I just need to look at Maria since you won't stop yawning.
No, that was a fake yawn.
No, but it's like you sit there and think AI's not ready to take on those job roles. But I will tell you, it's no different, better or worse than user error.
Exactly.
I mean, humans make mistakes all the time.
All the time.
With numbers, with spreadsheets,
And you know what?
with
We sit
writing.
there, we correct them, and we teach them. And the same thing happens with AI. You're correcting it,
Exactly.
you're fixing it, and you're teaching it. And then we're going to wake up like, I'm worried. But at the same time, we are very much home services, physical labor. I think we have time. And I think if we work really, really hard and we unleash our new podcast, and I think we're going to
Unleash it, baby.
Unleash it.
Unleash it.
We're going to unleash it. Unleash it. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
I think that we're in a good position for
The other thing we didn't talk about, and we're coming to an end here, but we did have a fantastic 2 weeks with all of our employees in town that came from the other countries.
Yeah, we had 3 team members from overseas.
Saturday was we had someone leave on Friday, and then the last 2 left on Saturday. Yeah. And so this was like the first week you're not picking people up, and because they didn't rent a car or have international driver's license. So it's definitely things we're thinking about for the future, like we talked about before. But it was great having them here for projects and collaboration.
Yeah, now we're having to pay the bills, so
But now they're home safe, and we're eating chocolates from Dubai.
I know. It is so nice. They bring us little gifts, from
Super
over
sweet.
there and stuff, and it is very enjoyable. We definitely and loved having them there. There was extra energy in the office. Having 3 people, which in this office here in the bullpen, there's only probably 8 of us, and so you add 3 more, you're almost adding 50% more. And there's a lot of collaboration that's taking place. A lot of laughs.
Yeah, it's great.
We had some of them. Did we talk about the M&Ms last week? Yeah. So Maria's been working on the video.
Hilarious.
To share
Has she? Good.
And so that's some good stuff.
That's hilarious. Yeah, but it was good having them here, and we're glad that they made it home safe. But I think it's also been literally just the craziest time of year, not only from like a personal perspective, holidays, family, visits, vacations, whatever. Yeah. And it's like we came out of that, and We've
spent so much on all these little events.
Yeah, Abigail's first birthday, but internally, at work it was Prodiax, which was our internal company conference. And it's like nice because relaxing means just the typical everyday, get the work done. We want business to pick up, so you're so busy the days just fly by and you don't even know where the time went, which it feels like that right now anyway, but it's like scratching for understanding what's going on in the business.
Yeah.
And
new client alert, writing software in the franchise casino space. Meeting in 2 weeks, so we're going to be working on some concept stuff and everything else, but they need a software company to spearhead kind of what they're already in 250 locations. They want to franchise it, and that's just right in our wheelhouse. So we're going to be putting that together, hopefully.
Nice.
See what happens.
More on that next week.
Well, yeah, we'll be ready to rock and roll. Talk about it.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
That was a quick rollout.